Hey Natural Beauties, it's your girl Natural Journey coming to you on Wednesday night. This is day 11 of the Daniel fast that we're on. So I wanted to come and share a couple of resources that I found to be very helpful for me while I'm doing the Daniel fast. And you all have to bear with me because it's late and I'm a little tired and it's showing under my eyes. But I promised I would try and come back and check in more often. So here I am. Love me or don't leave me, but bear with me. So anyway, I have a couple of resources that books really that have been helpful to me to give me some ideas as far as what to eat, because sometimes when you're trying to fast or detox, we might get into the habit of eating the same things every day. But really what we should be doing is switching up our diet and the type of green leafy vegetables we eat, what type of fruits we eat, just to make sure we're getting the proper amount of nutrients every single day. So I wanted to share, I've collected books over the years that have been helpful for me in terms of changing my lifestyle to eat more healthy. And so I wanted to share them with you. The first one is this book called The Fat Flush Cookbook. I have the Fat Flush book as well. And really what this book supports is eating, not eating what everybody knows you shouldn't eat. White flour, white sugar, fatty foods. And it's not a vegetarian based program because they say you can still eat lean meats. But one of the proponents of this book is that every morning they say you should drink the Fat Flush cocktail, which is water with organic unsweetened cranberry juice. Many of you all know cranberry juice is really good for the urinary tract, and so they also say it's really good to help flush fat out of your body too. So I mean, it also gives, this cookbook gives you certain recipes that you can do if you're trying to do like a low carb type of program. But while we're on the Daniel fast, that's not really what we're doing. But once you come off the Daniel fast or whatever detox you're doing, you might find this book helpful. The other book that I've talked about before, which I love this book, is called The Eat Clean Diet. And this is her second book, it's Recharged. And you all can see all the little note tabs that I have in this book because this book is awesome. It has, it's full of colorful pages. It has meal plans in it. It also has a vegetarian meal plan. It also tells you what you should do in order to prepare yourself for the day, in order, take the foods with you that you're supposed to eat. And it just is a really, really great book. And this book really supports what I'm about, which is changing your lifestyle. So it's not about being on a diet, but if you're really trying to be fit and healthy and be in your optimum health, then you should really change your lifestyle so that splurging happens every so often, but how you eat on a daily basis is really clean, healthy, mostly vegetable, fruit-based, whole grains, etc., which is how we're eating on the Daniel fast. Another book that I got, there was a period of time in 2009 when I was really going hardcore in terms of vegetarianism. I was doing a bit of vegan mostly and even raw foods. So I got this book called Vegan with a Vengeance. And this book has a lot of different recipes in terms of foods and meals that you can make that are not only cheap, they're animal free, and now they do use a lot of tofu and tempeh and seitan. I guess I'm pronouncing that correctly. I have not been able to get into those type of meat substitutes yet. There's something about the texture of that. But I have used from time to time some soy-based meat substitute, like in spaghetti, if you were doing vegetarian spaghetti. And let me do a quick side note that you can do a really good vegetarian-based spaghetti for those of you on the Daniel fast by using spaghetti squash, which looks like a round squash, and you cut it, you actually you bake it in the oven, and when it's done, you take a fork and you scrape the inside of it out, and it actually looks like spaghetti. So you're eating, and then on top, then you make your vegetarian-based pasta sauce, which I use portobello mushrooms, onions, green peppers, red peppers. You can put some zucchini, some squash, and your tomato sauce and all of that, and make a really good pasta sauce that you put on top of the spaghetti squash. And it tastes so good, and it's all vegetarian. Really, I think it may be all vegan too. So That's a side note, little recipe tip for you all to try something new. But they have recipes like that in this Vegan with a Vengeance book. Another book that I got on sale at, I guess, Barnes & Noble one day, they had a sale on vegetarian cookbooks. And this one is not, let me back up and say, these last two cookbooks were all about cooked vegetarian meals or vegan meals. And this one is definitely cooked foods. But it has a lot of things if you get in the mood for cooking, different bean recipes, different ideas where you can make homemade pizza. Some things you can't really eat while you're on the Daniel fast. But again, if you're trying to move from the Daniel fast into a vegetarian-based lifestyle, then you can certainly use some of these cookbooks to support that. Another book that I got, this is when I was really trying to do raw foods. You know, this is hardcore because this it's Annie's Raw Food Kitchen, right? And this book really gives you a whole bunch of recipes if you're trying to dehydrate. You know, if you're trying to make raw bread and you're dehydrating things and all that type of stuff. I didn't get that far. So, but it had some great recipes for salads, soups, all type desserts that you can make that are raw, and you're using all organic raw ingredients that are really good for you and maximizing your nutrition count. So that's that. And then the last book that I'll share with you that I have was when I was really you know, I talk about detoxing all the time. I think we can do them pretty much every season. But there are different detoxes that you can do depending on what your issues are. So my issue is sugar. I eat sugar. I have a sweet tooth. Just love it. So, but some people smoke. Some people drink. Some people use a lot of salt. Some people eat meat a lot. And a lot of times your body just needs to detox from whatever it is that you do. Some people drink a lot of caffeine. So anyway, this book called The New Detox Diet, The Complete Guide for Lifelong Vitality, and it has recipes, menus, and detox plans. I picked this book up because it just has a lot of great information in terms of what things work well to detox your body and different approaches. I mean, the Master Cleanse is in here. They have different things in terms of, you know, detoxing from meat, like I said, cigarettes, nicotine, caffeine, all that type of stuff. And also gives you why should you detox your body in the first place, how often you should do it, etc. So anyway, so I just encourage everybody to read, research, you know, different things about the human body. It is an awesome thing. God has really created us in his image, and so the human body is an amazing thing. So we have to make sure that we're taking care of it the way we're supposed to. And I find that the best way to do that is to be preventative. I think that's the correct word, which means eating right and exercising. Those are the two main things that we can do to really take care of our temple. And reading books like this really help to motivate you, because not only are you getting informed about how your body works and the type of minerals and vitamins and nutrition that it needs, but it also is giving you ideas as far as what you can eat and change things up. And for those of you all with children, there are books out there in terms of how can you also have your whole family on a healthy lifestyle. And it is kind of difficult when you've started your kids off eating a certain way, like the high sugar cereals and McDonald's and things like that. To kind of wean them off of that can be challenging. So you have to be prepared to plan ahead and to make eating healthy fun for them. So I would encourage you all to really do that. For those of you all with children, I encourage you all, if nothing else, always drink organic milk if they drink milk. A lot of times you can start using alternative things to milk, like almond milk. I don't recommend soy too much, but almond milk, hemp milk, what else? Rice milk. They have all types of substitutes that you can try. But always drink, if you're going to drink dairy milk, please make sure it's organic. The other thing is organic meats. Milk meats are usually the products where you have a lot of hormone growth injections that are going into the meat, which then comes out of the byproducts of the animal. So farmers inject cows with hormone growth type of supplements to help them grow faster so they can produce more milk. And so that just really goes down into the whole meat. It goes into the system. And then you wonder why children, boys and girls, are developing so quickly. Why, little boys and girls are, girls are coming on their periods quicker. Boys are having, breast. I mean, there's all types of things. I'm not trying to go too, graphic, but it's a lot of times because of what they're eating. The other thing I recommend, in addition to meat and your dairy, to eat organic, there are certain fruits and vegetables that you should eat organic all the time, because the skin of those fruits and vegetables you actually eat the skin. Grapes, green peppers, broccoli, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, all those things where you're actually eating them. A lot of times when you buy conventional type of fruits and vegetables, they're made on farm, or they're grown on farms where they use herbicides, pesticides, fertilizers, and things like that to help the fruit grow. But those pesticides and herbicides are toxins, and they stay on the fruit. They get down into the fruit, and then you're eating those things. So those toxins are getting ingested into your system. So I recommend you can do your own research and Google foods that you should eat organic or something like that. And you'll see a list of the most important foods that you should eat organic. And especially if you're moving towards a vegetarian diet, because fruits and vegetables are your main staple of foods, you want to make sure that whatever you're eating the most of, you're eating the most quality foods. And I always recommend organic. And I know people say that it is more expensive to eat healthy, and unfortunately it is, because our society is based on quick turnaround, fast pace, and the bottom line, and it's not about nutrition and things like that. So you have to make it a priority to buy the best quality food for you and your family, and to maybe sacrifice some other things. You don't go out to eat as much. You cook more of your food. You may not entertain as much, but every day what you're putting into your kids and into your body is the most nutritious food, and that should be enough reason to buy organic food and to try and buy products that are the most natural for you. Even your cleaning supplies, what you put on your skin. I'm just a proponent of trying to buy the most natural things. That's why I use coconut oil on my skin, or avocado oil, and I use that on my hair too. So yeah, anyway, I don't want to get on my soapbox, but that's what I'm really all about. So natural hair, natural skincare, natural living. I do have 2 vices, and that's my makeup and that's my fingernail polish. Sorry, y'all, I'm real. I'm a little bit vain, but I just recently purchased some all-natural lips gloss from Whole Foods, which I like. It's not quite like my Victoria's Secret little lip gloss, but, hey, I like it still. Okay, well, that's about it, you guys. My hair, this is probably going on my 3rd week, so I need to wash it this weekend at some point. And as far as a length check, just so you all can see what I'm working with, I always do a little length check. I don't know, I'm trying to find a piece of hair. So this is kind of where I am right now. This is pulling it from the sides, and from the back, I don't know, still kind of like right there. And this is just a twist out, and I don't know. I'm loving the avocado oil on my hair, and I think that's about it. I do want to say, as far as the Daniel fast, you all can check out my arms. Look at my arms, y'all. I don't want you to put them up too high. But I have been doing the Daniel fast for the 11 days, and I've been going to boot camp and spinning class. And I have dropped, in those 11 days, 4 pounds. And I can definitely tell I'm toning up, or getting back to where I was. So I still have another 11 pounds or so, 11 to 15 pounds that I want to drop. But I don't want to get too small, but I really just want to tone and, be at a nice weight and then maintain that. So anyway, I think the Daniel fast is working for me. And I think a couple more days or a couple more weeks, and these under eye bag things should be going. I think I also need to get more sleep. So make sure you're getting plenty of rest while you're doing your detox or your fasting, and make sure you're getting your exercise in and drink plenty of water. That's the other thing I haven't been doing these last couple days. So anyway, that's it for me, you guys. I hope you all are doing well. God bless you. Let me know how you're doing. I haven't been hearing from many of you all on my Facebook page, so I'm hoping you all are doing well. So talk to you later. God bless.